Joey Logano says, if Byron wants to keep going back and forth, I'll keep swinging. I don't think that's a good play for him in the long run. He can keep going, but I can promise you I'll keep going and go bigger every time. Spot on, spot off.
Is this like a quote they said? Like,
That's he said that.
Joey said that yesterday.
Yep.
I mean, I think spot on, right?
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know. Someone.
He said his piece.
Yeah. I mean, if someone does something to you,
that was a mic drop.
Do it back
basically.
And more.
Yeah.
I mean, he shot the shot across the bow there. I mean, and Joey's shown this in the past. He is not afraid to run into somebody for whatever it is, whether it's a win or not. I mean, Brett said it on here last week. Nobody's been swung at more than Joey Logano in this sport, and there's a reason for that. So this didn't come as a surprise to me, and I think you race Joey accordingly going forward.
Yeah, if you do it to someone once, then if they don't do anything back, you can do it again.
Yep. Brett.
I think that William Byron owes Joey Logano one, and I think Joey needs to take it like a man when it happens. I didn't spot off Joey Logano last week for the move, and I thought, it was a chicken move, but I didn't spot off him for it because he won the race, and we talk about win the race at all cost, and he did that, right? That's his decision. I mean, he had to walk in the garage this week and be stared at by all his competitors and peers. And I promise you they looked down on him a little bit for making that move. But he's got to carry that weight. But here we are back talking about a comment that Joey Logano made, which was, I can go bigger than William Byron. Well, let me tell you something. If I'm William Byron, TJ, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to race my balls off to beat that guy every single weekend. But if there comes a time when I'm out of the playoff and he's still in, that's when I'm going to pay him back.
Yeah, you basically took the words out of my mouth. I don't know if it's William goes into the playoffs, has some bad luck in the beginning, that target on you gets a lot bigger. And to me, you're just making it bigger by this stuff right here. And I do agree that, William, they asked William, it's weird because William, I think he said, he felt like Joey was, I forget what he said exactly, but he's like, he's one up on him. So then they were like, you owe him one. I didn't say that. Well, you just basically said you owed him one. But
Smiley is turning into a villain, is what's happening. Joey Logano, nobody smiles more than Joey Logano. I don't think so, right? Warren Vigas is his manager. Warren Vigas actually worked for me for 4 to 5 years. He left my company and went to be Joey's manager. Super proud of him. Joey needs somebody in his ear to give him a little bit of humble pie because I don't really know what he's doing right here. Are you going to smile and be an ass at the same time?
I like the fact that he's walking the walk here, or talking the talk, but when it comes time, like you said, if something does happen, I want to see what the reaction is then.
Oh, we saw it. We saw it a few years ago when Kenseth stuffed him in the fence at Martinsville. He didn't take it very well after he had wrecked Kenseth the week before at Kansas, I think it was and knocked essentially knocked Matt out of the playoffs. Matt did the same back to Joey.
I think it was the next race or later.
It was the next race, I think.
Was it? I thought it was later for some reason.
Maybe it was 2 weeks later, but
I mean that's the thing though. William didn't retaliate this weekend. He's got it in his back pocket.
We said it on here about Ty Gibbs, whatever it was, a month ago when that deal with before the deal with Sam Mayer, Ty was being very aggressive and pushing people around, and we were going to see how he reacted when it came back to him, and we saw that. And we talked about this, and Haley, this is probably something people tell you, like if you're gonna give it out, you better be ready to get it.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I have no fault with anybody that wants to race aggressively. I just don't want to hear you cry and complain when you get it back.
And he's already crying. If Byron wants to keep going, we'll keep going. Byron isn't the one. He's not the one going. You're the one going.
I just think the pass could have been made without destroying the other guy and just wrecking
I just wanted to see him try. He never
that's
tried.
What I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I think he would have drove right by him. Honestly.
Yeah. If you get there, whatever it was, 2 to go, and you make an attempt, you dive to the bottom of 3 and 4, and it doesn't work, and you regroup, and all right, now I'm coming to the checker. And you move him, I have way less of a problem with that. But as soon as he caught him last week, he put the bumper to him and gave him no shot. Drove him straight in the fence. So that was where my only fault was. Never even made an attempt to pass him.
I know you want to sell your home. Do it with our friends at OfferPad. Go get a cash offer right now at OfferPad.com.